Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Stephen and that's
Spencer.
And today we have a nice 5 Series estate to show you around. So if you haven't visited the channel before, we do walk around videos like we're going to do today, where we take you around the car, discuss some of the spec highlights, but more importantly, show you what sort of condition it's in, and we also do car reviews as well. If you'd like to check back some of the previous reviews, there'll be a little link up here, and you can check out what cars we've had out on the road. And also this video is sponsored by WeWon'tBuyAnyCar.com, and that's actually our own in-house car buying service, and that's where all these lovely cars come from. We don't buy auction, we don't buy from any trade websites. They'll come from people like yourself that have got a nice, well cared for car, and if you have something that's either sports or prestige, under 6 years old or under 60,000 miles, we'd love to hear from you, and you can start your evaluation today by just clicking up here. But always open to slightly older, interesting cars. Like for example, we've got a couple of Golf Club Sport, no, I wish S. Got a couple of Golf Club Sports which are on a 66 plate. We've got an older M3, that sort of thing. So anything along those kind of lines, or anything you see in the background of the video, if you're selling something like that, we'd love to hear from you. So let's get on to the walk around video of this 2022 BMW 520 diesel mild hybrid touring.
Yep, got there.
Yeah, got there in the end. So before we get started, the mild hybrid 520 diesel now is quite a, shall we say, a formidable machine. It's closed the gap between the outgoing 520 and the one that most people would probably aspire to have, being the 530. And it's because these now are, the mild hybrid fills in that torque gap that you used to have in the 520 diesel. It almost felt quite underpowered, quite sluggish in the mid-range. Spencer's nodding at me behind the camera. You noticed it as well, Spencer, the difference in this?
Yeah, I mean, I really love the 530, but if you had that for your own daily, it's more than enough.
Yeah, and this will do on a run in excess of 50 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, 530 won't.
You'll really need to do the old hypermiling thing to get that sort of MPG out of the 3 litre. And also there is, I was going to say there's quite a good selection of 520 diesels, but there actually isn't, because the market's flooded with 530Es. Now a 530 is a 2 litre petrol with plug-in hybrid technology. We have made the decision to not stock these, purely down to the fact that we don't want the added issues of the hybrid system to worry about, and also batteries. And as far as we can see, the only person that really takes advantage of a 530E is a company car driver. Yeah. That's because they've got like crazy low grams per kilometre, and you just can't beat a good, solid, straightforward diesel. Now, when we say a mild hybrid technology, the alternator is replaced by like a generator type setup, where when you accelerate, what was the alternator gives it 11 horsepower extra, and it's got a 48 volt battery in the boot, which is like a couple of grand to replace if it goes faulty. The hybrid, plug-in hybrid, when the batteries go faulty, they're in excess of £10,000. So I know this has turned into more of a 530E, 520D video, but just if you are looking at one of these, the chances are you've seen a couple of E's for sale, quite cheap, and that's partly the reason behind the...
The big thing to put out with the aim is if you go for a 530E, you'll probably half your boot space.
Well, it was just the other day. We've got a 530 diesel saloon, and the chap asked if we'd take his 530E in a trade-in, because he didn't realise that the boot is much more shallow, because they've got to find somewhere to put all the batteries. So that's something to consider as well. Yep. So now, let's go on with the car. So Spencer will bring the camera in, and we'll take a good look over the front of the car, because this is where we usually find all the stone chips, and this is a 37,000 mile car. If you were standing in front of it and we told you that it done 10,000 miles, you wouldn't question it. The car is absolutely pristine. It's one owner from new, been really, really well cared for by the owners, full and complete BMW service history, even right down at the bottom of the front bumper. Always like to find something so that you know that we're not telling porkies. So there is one small little mark down there, just to validate the description, so that you know that we are actually telling the truth. Light lenses are all nice and clean, and I love these new LCI style headlights.
There's a massive difference to it.
Definitely. We've got the black kidney grills as well. The whole front of the car just looks so much sharper than the previous shape. Looking down the length of the passenger side, had a little wander around the car before we started filming. There's no parking dents, no wheel curb marks. Car's on a matching set of Pirelli P0 tyres. Discs are all nice and clean. Back wheel, tiny little bit of, in fact it's not, that's dust. Disc all nice and clean, wheel free from any damage. No parking dents anywhere on the car at all. Got a little look at the roof. See, that's all nice and clean. We've got sun protection glass on the back, which is an option.
So must have, because this is like a greenhouse without it.
There's a lot of glass.
Aye.
There is a lot of glass, for sure. So we've got partial electric seats with the lumbar adjustment, just a little four-way switch on the side of the seat. We've got the hexagony aluminium trim. Carbon fibre style. I never know what to call this. We should really look it up for the next video. Yep. But you know, typical 5 Series, very spacious cabin and the fit and finish, all the.
It's the stitch on the top of the door card as well now.
Yeah, it's like a thing. Yeah, did the old one not have it?
No, just that rubbery.
Just like a moulding.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but yeah, you can see where the differences are came.
Yeah, but you can it definitely feels like a more plush interior to the similar age of 3 Series.
Yeah, definitely.
And much more spacious on the inside as well. But even if you look at the entry plates, there's not even a scuff or a mark.
No scuff or a scuff plate?
Well, I know that it's a scuff plate and it's supposed to be scuffed, but it's nice to see it free of scuff. You know, like kids getting in and out the back.
Yep.
Things like that. So moving on to the back, we've got reverse camera, parking sensors, the 2 exhausts. This is the first time we've seen this on a BMW, because it's got this little divider down through the exhaust tip. Very similar to the E63 that we sold a few years back. Yep. Not sure if I'm liking that, to be honest. No. I prefer just an open exhaust pipe.
See, if it was just the round ones, that'd be more than enough.
It would be fine, yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to say I think these back lights look darker as well. But is that just an LCI?
That's an LCI.
Just an LCI.
It's a completely different light on it now.
Yeah, because it's shaped. Yep. But pre-LCI, they're flat. Yeah. Flush. Typical Tourer, we've got the split tailgate and the little load blind opens up there.
I like that. That's fully automated.
Yeah. It's things like that guys like us go, oh, I like that. Many people might have that going unnoticed. So once we get that closed, we can then open the powerful tailgate. That's a standard option on all BMW Tourers. And if you want to fold the seats down, you literally just pull this little lever here, this little electric switch. Seats fold down. We've got some extra storage under here and under there with your first aid kit and your tyre inflation kit there as well. Boot carpet free is absolutely perfect, not a mark or a stain or a spillage on it. Looking down the length of the driver's side, again guys, same story, no little marks, dents, door edge scrapes, peel in the back, free from any marks, and the same, so all wheels free from any damage, no parking dents, door edge scrapes.
It's a nice looking wheel that for a standard wheel.
Well, before we started the video, I was asking what options it had to mention, and it doesn't have many. It is just a standard, heavens forbid, M Sport Touring. But I did think those wheels were an option.
Yep, standard wheel, because the bigger wheels they look goofy on it. They look big.
Because it's spidery. Yeah. Plus, it's nice to have a proper tyre on.
Actually, the ride's so nice.
Yeah.
Proper comfy.
Because the 5 Series Tourer's got air suspension on the back.
Yep.
They always have done, all the way back to E39.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aye. One of the first ones.
So if we look inside the cabin, guys, just take a look at all the usual touch points, and we can see everything's all free from any wear. Powerful mirrors, your keyless start, multi-function wheel with the paddles. The paddles have got a really nice weight to them as well.
Yeah, did they do a good paddle?
Yeah, except from an E60 M5, the paddles on those are hollow plastic blobs. Not nice. The rest of the car's epic though. But yeah, both on the back and on the base, all totally perfect. Even if you look at the gloss here, this is the first place you start to see them beginning to degrade. Just, you know, zips and buttons and, you know, jewellery and things. But it's the
main bit you're using, because you're always changing gear, always using the radio.
Yep, but 37,000 miles, and literally it's as if no one's been in here. It's a real credit to the previous owner, and I know that's a motor trade cliche thing to say, but we met the couple when we were buying it, and you could clearly tell that it was a car that was cherished, which is quite unusual for a 5 estate.
Yeah, usually it is a family car.
Well, it's a tool, you know, to cart everybody about in. So let's get it started. We'll fire up the So this is what's called BMW Live Operating Area Professionals. It's a bigger screen. Next service isn't due until December 26 or 15,000 miles. So quite recently been serviced. Stereo's on. Let's bring up the exact mileage for you. Stereo works. So 37,545 miles. Big massive infotainment screen. Is it touch screen as well? Yep.
It almost looks aftermarket. Is that big?
It does. It's a Temu screen.
Yeah.
But no, this is exactly how it comes. Heated seats, ambient lighting, and do you know this is cool as well? Seeing you open the door. They didn't need to, but they did. Certainly come a long way from the reflectors that you used to get in the back of an XR3 door. Factory carpet overmats, but just a really nice place to be. Alcantara headlining, dim mirror. Even see if you look at the interior lights,
The redesign on it, which matches. That's the BMW carpet light that you get under the doors as well. When you lock it, does a wee stripe up the side.
I never knew that, Spencer. Well, there we go, guys. That brings us to high beam assist. Well, you need to pay for it in this one.
Yes.
High beam assistant can be acquired. Sorry, BMW, I'm not with you on that at all.
That's just the 3 for 3 for cars in stock with that.
It's what?
120 has it, the 235 is the same, and this is the same.
My dad's X5. That's got it as well. So guys, in case you never seen that in the last video, BMW's after 2021.
2021.
They come with all the goodies, but if you want them, you need to pay BMW either a monthly charge or an annual or a lifetime fee. So this car, for example, has high beam assist, but you need to pay BMW for it. I'm pretty sure there'll be somebody out there that'll be able to code that in.
Oh, definitely.
Not that we're going to.
Not that we're going to name names, but yes,
yep.
take a look at that.
So there she is, all of the 4-cylinder. It looks quite dwarfed inside this big 5 Series engine compartment, but with the mild hybrid, and also mated up with the 8-speed ZF, it's surprisingly sprightly.
Yeah.
It's not going to win you any traffic light drag races, but
you're never going to feel underpowered in it.
That's it. Yeah, no, for sure. And as we mentioned earlier, mega miles per gallon as well.
It's the type of car where you fill up and then drive it and go, I've not put diesel in this for a week
Weeks.
and a half.
Yeah, probably about 700 miles to the tank, I'd
Easily,
imagine. Yeah. But certainly overall, nice clean engine bay, as we like to see. So the guys, that brings us to the end of the video. If I've missed anything out, Alpine White, one owner, 37,000 miles, and it's fully prepped and ready to go. If we can help at all, we'd like to hear from you, and you can get in touch via the link in the website, or if you just want to fire some questions at us through YouTube, we always reply to the comments, obviously down below. And as you look at a 5 Series on YouTube, I'll put a link to an M5 review that I've done last year, just up there. And also, as I mentioned at the start of the video, please do consider subscribing, that way you'll not miss any more stock updates, and then you can do it by clicking the James Glen logo just over here. See you in the next one.